Welcome our friends from Armstrong. Welcoming our friends from Armstrong right now. We're now live on YouTube. We appreciate them. I'm Joe Vilke, Susie Q here.
Good morning.
We're ready to go for another Fall Pumpkinfest parade on a beautiful day today. And we're going to be hanging out with Kevin behind the camera, of course, always handling things for Armstrong, and we do appreciate that as the parade is just coming down the pike, so to speak, here in downtown Conneaut Lake on a beautiful morning. Like I said, I had to make that executive decision. Do I keep the fleece on for the whole parade, or do I just get rid of it? So I just went ahead and got rid of it. So parade just about a block away from us here right now. So again, welcoming our friends from Armstrong, and of course all the people that are here visiting along the sides of the street here on Water Street in downtown Conneaut Lake. We're glad to have you along.
So I think this would be an incredible time to thank the Conneaut Lake Area Business Association Board, who have been hard at work planning every part of this event, and you get a chance to see the 3.5 dozen or so units that are lined up today, and I think it's going to be a beautiful display, including Bob Disco.
Okay.
Bob Disco is from the Conneaut Lake Area Historical Society Board, but wait, there's more. He's a member of the Crawford County Historical Society. He appeared in a production for the Conneaut Lake Historical Society. He appeared in productions in Hotel Dinner Theater and Wild West shows on the Free Act lawn. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
He operated a bed and breakfast for 16 years in Conneaut Lake Park.
That's right.
He worked at the Hotel Conneaut reservation desk. Did you know that?
I think I did know that. I do remember that.
And for 52 years, he had a cottage in Conneaut Lake Park. And he's affectionately nicknamed the mayor of Conneaut Lake Park. Let's give him a big, big round of applause.
Thanks to Bob. We appreciate it very much.
Bob Disco, what an amazing man. What a great life he's led. And he's dedicated most of it to Conneaut Lake and the region. And
As
again, thanks to the Conneaut Lake Police Department.
Yes, they are passing by right now in one of those unmarked vehicles right now. And we appreciate the Conneaut Lake Regional Police Department keeping everybody safe.
Nice top hat, Bob. Beautiful.
I like the hat.
Very well done.
And the ride.
Being driven by Wayne in that beautiful car.
That's a fun little Porsche right there. Next, we welcome our Cash Eagles marching band.
And Bob Disco, of course, your Grand Marshal.
Of course.
Wow, they look great. The Conneaut Area Senior High School Eagle Marching Band. Let's hear it for them from Linesville in the black, blue, and silver.
Nice round of applause for the Cash Eagle Marching Band. All right.
Awesome. Beautiful job, guys and gals. That, of course, ELO.
Mr. Blue Sky. We've got Blue
Loved it.
Skies. Awesome. I sure didn't expect to hear that this morning. That's a real pick-me-up.
It sure is. Conneaut Eagles Marching Band. Great job.
A song you can sing along with, no question about that. That's a song we know very well. And a nice day for them to be able to perform outside with their great music, and we appreciate that.
I love it. They call themselves the Conneaut Area Rock and Roll Marching Band.
I can consider ELO would definitely be in the rock and roll category, even though they do a lot of that classical sounding stuff. Pretty cool stuff, though. And we definitely had the Blue Skies today, which we are glad to have that this morning.
And Conneaut Lake Fire Hall Unit 701 coming in front of us.
They just went that way on the street coming down from the station.
Yeah.
Now they go back.
Let's remember Conneaut Lake Volunteer Fire Department. Again, volunteers always needed, and you don't have to be the one in the truck. You can be back behind the scenes. You can be doing paperwork. You can be doing anything to help support our local volunteers who serve us year-round.
That's right. There's plenty of things you could be doing when being a volunteer. And I know these guys get a lot of calls here in Conneaut Lake. I think they got kind of the shortest commute, though, here this morning from just about a block and a half away.
I think you're right.
I think so.
So you're also seeing the Conneaut Lake ambulance in the mix?
Yep. Class, Conneaut Lake Area Ambulance Service following up the fire department here.
And this is engine 702. Think about the number of hours it takes to clean these units for a parade like this.
Can you imagine when they have to go out when it's dirty and messy and those things?
I know.
Even after they fight the fire, they got to wash everything up.
Right.
That'll take a while. That's a little bit further around than going around a little Yugo or something like that.
And here's one of your responders, heavy rescue units. This is Rescue Unit 708, featuring the Hearst Jaws of Life.
And as we mentioned, Conneaut Lake Ambulance Service, those people stay very busy as well. We appreciate them.
Boy, we have a long list of Pumpkinfest royalty that will be coming down, so we're going to start with them, and hopefully they'll take their time. Let's welcome Baby Fall Pumpkinfest Tilly Tharp, Baby Fall Pumpkinfest Kyler Spiegel. They're just a year and a month old. A toddler, Grayson Dare, at 2, toddler Lennox Gray at 3, tiny boy Everett Gray at 5, tiny girl Taylin Bulfone at 6, Emmeline Berger, she's your junior little Mr. Riley Martin, your little is Adriana Farah, your junior princess Cheyenne Oosterkamp, your junior miss, Kylie Boring. Hi, Kylie. Kylie has also served as your Miss Sagertown and Miss Cans for Wishes. And your Miss Fall Pumpkin Fest, Adriana Renee Evans. Your Ms. Kaylee White. She's also been a beauty queen in the past. And your classic, the beautiful Diana Blood from Cans for Wishes. And your People's Choice. Let's welcome Nicholas Hanna. So I hope I didn't miss anyone. You all look great. They're going to have so much fun at the Fall Pumpkin Fest. Thank you for coming today.
They got them all in one wagon.
I love the
we
little
knocked
one.
it all out right all at once. So
I love it. Very well done.
Thank you.
And this is the baby.
This is this is the little one. We won't talk too loud.
Little.
Oh no, not napping, waving.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
What a
Welcome.
sweetheart. Hello.
That's Tilly Tharp.
All right, and it looks like one of our favorites is coming down now. That is the Spinette Twirling Club, and in front of that, it's B.J. Murray. You know you've heard us talk about her before. She's driving that beautiful 1999 Ford convertible, but of course, Tika. Look at Tika maintaining her balance there.
Tika's the guard dog.
Tika is actually calling out signals to the Spinettes
right now.
Oh, that's
right.
That's what's happening.
And being a guard dog.
So we have an incredible opportunity in Conneaut Lake to welcome B.J. Murray. She has been here year after year after year, donating her time and making it possible for young ladies in this area to be a part of Spinette. Let's hear it for her, ladies and gentlemen, and these young ladies working so hard today.
It's the Spinettes.
The Spinette Twirling Club is directed by Miss Murray. She's a former Miss USTA herself, and she was a featured twirler at Slippery Rock. She's a retired elementary school teacher, and the Twirling Club has participated in parades, believe this or not, for 56 years. Membership and lessons are free for ages 3 to adult. Just amazing. And this is one of our favorites, I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too.
Yeah, this is the 33rd annual Fall Pumpkin Fest Al's Melons.
We know
and
these
let's
folks.
hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's
Al's
give them a
Melons.
rounding applause.
All right,
Your
thank
first
you.
place float. Woo!
You know
Look,
why? You know how they got first place? Because they're giving stuff out.
They're
free
plying
stuff.
people with pumpkins.
They're buying
Look
those
at that
votes.
beautiful
That
plaque.
is
That is amazing.
buying those votes. Hey, you guys get your exercise today.
Well, and it's my understanding that they have something special going on at Al's Melons. Not only are they family-owned and operated right here in Conneaut Lake, they are open year-round, offering fresh produce, deli, and a sub shop 7 days a week. From the greenhouse in the spring to locally grown fresh produce in the summer to mums and pumpkins in the fall, they invite you to come to Al's Melons Fall Fest, where local vendors are set up inside the greenhouse. They have lots of kids' activities. And if you want pumpkins, gourds, mums, they've got them. And then, of course, yummy apples and cider, too. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6, Sundays, 9 to 5. Shop local at Al's Melons Farm Market and Greenhouse.
We're followed up by our friends from Cans for Wishes.
There's Jerry.
I love these guys because I've got metal and I have more for you. I have a lot more for you.
Do you know what it is? He was a beauty queen pageant, and he's taking his crowns and donating.
My crown, all
That's
my
what he's
crowns.
doing.
That's it. Very
So,
good.
Cans for Wishes is a local fundraising group. Guess how they raise money? They recycle stuff you throw away. Metal. There's John there,
Metal.
too. I didn't see John. They raise all their funds for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. They have, to date, listen to this number, raised $175,000.
There you go. So
That
if you've got
is
scrap metal, these people take
amazing.
it and turn it into money.
So their last drop-off for the year is next weekend, and they will be donating the money to our friends from down south. And a big hand of applause to them and the queens that are representing Cans for Wishes, and now more queens.
Miss Crawford County royalty
oh
here.
my gosh. We've got a long list of these. Let's see if we can get to them. Baby Miss Crawford County, Giovanna Ernst. Tiny Miss Crawford County, Natalie Huddleston. Little Miss Crawford County, Sophia Hutchison. Teen Miss Crawford County, Fallon Lance. The United International Elite Miss Pennsylvania, Sarah Colgrove. United International Elite Ms. Pennsylvania, Morgan Bartholomew. Sorry about that. The Miss Pennsylvania Preteen, United International Elite, Elena White. Miss Pennsylvania Junior Teen, Zoe Filigar. And United International Elite Ms. Pennsylvania Exceptional Legend, Angela Nickel. Big round of applause for all these beautiful young ladies.
I like that. Exceptional Legend.
I
That's a
love
new
it.
title. I like
It
that.
sure is. I love it. And look at this beautiful new truck from Palmero.
Yeah,
Very
I like the
nice.
looks of that truck. That looks pretty good to me with our
It looks
junior
pretty
Miss Crawford
rugged.
County,
Yeah.
Annalyn Berger on the back.
Okay, and also Miss Military Star Lindsay Dilly. Angeline Berger is the 2024 Junior Miss Crawford County. Her platform is organ donation. Her inspiration comes from her dad, who had a liver and kidney transplant. A special thank you to Palmero Toyota for the use of their truck today. Very nice, ladies.
Hey, Chuck's in the van. We've been
Chuck?
spending a lot of time in the van. Ball games everywhere, volleyball.
Yeah.
Chuck's driving.
Volleyball, football. The only thing you don't cover is cross country and swimming.
Well, that's probably,
Golf.
we're going to have to look
Come
into
on.
that. So Chuck's driving. We don't have a game today, believe it or not, but we'll have plenty coming up next week. Volleyball. We partner with Armstrong as well. And, of course, our counterpart, Cool TV. So you can check that out on our Facebook page. My folks are driving the
Gene and
little
Angel
van.
Vilke.
Yep. My folks are driving, giving out some candy at our sister stations as well, Cool 101.7 WGRP in Greenville, and Fox Sports Radio 104.1 at 1120 in Oil City. So we cover quite a bit of area these days. So
I would say
I think my mom's handing out the candy, but taking some for herself. They can have some pockets after. Try a few along the way just to make sure they're okay.
She's saving it for the Halloween parade.
Right, that's it.
Yeah.
That's right. There we go.
Hey, so we welcome another beautiful young lady, Miss Military Star, Kennedy
Crop.
Kennedy is
Welcome.
a senior at Commodore Perry High School. She is very excited for the year ahead to honor veterans and current servicemen and women through a variety of community service projects. Let's welcome Kennedy Crop and thank you for her service on their behalf.
Now, this is something I clearly remember when they brought the Liberties II up from the bottom of Conneaut Lake. I got to watch that, and I still remember that back. What was that, 1985, I believe?
I believe that is
Thereabouts?
correct.
Well, here it is. Once again, I know they still fire up the engine of that every once in a while, and so everybody can hear it, and everybody can hear it when they fire up an airplane engine that was put in a boat.
It sank in 1922, was brought up in 1985 by divers Brian Simpson and Bill Houghton. The Historical Society will celebrate the 40th anniversary of that achievement next year. The boat is on display at their museum. You'll find them right around the corner, and I believe they're open today at 150 North 3rd Street in Conneaut Lake. This, by the way, is a 1939 truck that was used by the Dennis Family Lumber. You'll see the original sign, probably not original, but
from a while ago.
It was donated to the Historical Society by Lee and Wilma Dennis. What a wonderful contribution. And you can see some of the things that you might have seen in the lake
Relics
over
from
the
the
years.
lake, yeah. Anchors, propellers. And I tell you what, I'd just like to take that truck for a drive sometime. That'd just be fun. Old school truck.
Wow, this is a incredible
Here's a big group here. Lakeside
this is
Dance.
Lakeside Dance. Look at this group. There's a lot of them. And they have grown. They're located right here in Conneaut Lake. We'll let them entertain you, and we'll tell you a little bit more about them, okay?
Talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I tell you what, Lakeside Dance, we appreciate these folks for coming to join us. I think they got a special dance for us right now with our huge troop.
So you're seeing students ages 3 to adult in this group. What an amazing opportunity. "21 years strong." I remember when they first started.
I have to ask the grown-ups, how many kids do we have out here right now? About 40 kids.
40-ish.
Wow. We weren't going to do a head count or anything.
I love
from
that
up
they're
here.
all in costume.
That's right.
They look great. Registrations are now being accepted. You can contact Lakeside Dance by calling 382-0206 or visiting their website, ConneautLakeDance.com. They teach jazz, hip-hop, tap, modern, ballet, point, and tumbling, again, for students ages 3 to adults. So it might be a good mommy and me opportunity.
There you go. How about a nice round of applause for Lakeside Dance? All right, now we've got some of our Cub Scouts. I can remember participating in some parades as I was a Cub Scout just a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Cub
Cub
Scout
Scout
Pack.
Pack 228 from Conneaut Lake, serving Linesville, Conneautville, Meadville, and the surrounding communities. Has a nice float here with some of the youngsters on there. Yes, I remember the hat. I remember that uniform very, very well. I still have mine, and it still fits.
Wait a minute.
Sorta.
Something is not adding up in this story.
Well, yeah, the one major factoid there. All right, incoming.
Ow!
This is our Cub Scouts.
tag.
228.
They got a good arm, too.
Getting
So
all
this
their
is-
patches and everything else. I remember doing
Oh,
that.
look at this great Pontiac. Wow. With the Kiwanis of Conneaut Lake. The car driven by Fred Garvey, this beautiful 1971 Pontiac T37. That's a sharp one. Hey, they
And that's a unique model, too.
It
That's
really
a pretty rare
is.
one, yeah.
They meet the first Wednesday at 6 o'clock, the third Tuesday at Tony's Lake Diner. I believe that's now called the Diner.
Yeah.
In Conneaut Lake, or the Lake Diner. Anyhow, they do the Memorial Day observance program. They do Easter egg, Color Me Conneaut Lake, 4th of July, Halloween Spooktacular, the last Saturday of October. Those are all some of the things that we can thank the Kiwanis Club of Conneaut Lake for. And now,
Marquette Savings Bank here right
let's
in
hear
Conneaut
it for
Lake.
them.
They got a nice. Everybody got the memo on dressing up like the pumpkin. That's good. That's good.
Let's welcome our second place winning float. Look at this float, guys.
Very nice. Pretty cool looking.
Congratulations.
That's right. They got their trophy right there. Not afraid to show it.
Marquette Savings Bank, empowering your banking, putting more horsepower in all your financial products. Visit your hometown bank. They're right here, 210 Water Street, downtown Conneaut Lake. Make your banking experience spooktacular.
There you go. They won't scare you away.
No. Really well done.
They got the day off, but they're
Now-
in the parade, so they get to walk right past work and keep on going.
We want to recognize PA Wake and Skate. I shared the picture of Nate, who was shopping for candy, so that boat's full of candy.
Oh,
I don't
that's
think it
good to
will be
know.
when he's done. PA Wake and Skate is excited to celebrate their first full year in Conneaut Lake. Congratulations. You'll see their beautiful building just as you drive into the lake. Wake and Skate is Conneaut Lake's only surf and rental shop.
Nate's
Wake
driving
and
the
Skate
truck.
is pulling, a beautiful Mastercraft NXT provided by Bill's Midway Marina for all your
Pretty
Conneaut
cool
Lake
stuff.
apparel, boating accessories, and other lake needs. Stop by
I want to rent the boat.
either shop and check out the online store at www.pawakeandskate.com. Small town shop, big wave vibes.
Great idea for Conneaut Lake.
Street track and trail,
Yep. Bring it
featuring
in.
Honda cars.
Yeah, I think that's the first one of the Civic models, I believe.
Yeah, maybe the Civic
that out.
Hybrid. That's why
Yeah.
we can't hear it. The 11th generation Civic ranks as one of the automaker's best. Sharp handling makes for fun driving. 50 miles per gallon?
That's
What?
pretty cool.
Is this a Honda Pilot that just
I
went
believe
by?
this white one is a Honda Pilot, big sport utility, the ideal people mover with their spacious cabin area seating for 7 or 8.
Wow,
in the
that's a
Honda
nice mover.
Pilot. We got more Hondas coming up here,
Great
like the
people mover.
That's right. We got the Ridgeline pickup truck coming up right now. Check
Wow,
that
that's
out.
sharp.
Yeah, that's just a nice sized truck too.
Steady, quite agile, has a lockable trunk in
There
the
you
bed.
go.
That's very nice.
You can really hide things in that truck.
That's
there
a
you
sharp
go.
looking car. 2023 Honda Ridgeline. They want to remind you that they also carry pre-owned vehicles, and they don't necessarily look like they're pre-owned. Honda is pushing forward in the EV market. Is this the Honda Prologue?
Prologue. Yeah, this is something new, I believe.
It
yeah,
fits
it's the EV.
well in the Honda lineup with its sleek styling. I love how they're all in black.
Yeah, I kind of like the whole. I'm a fan of black cars, so that gets my attention right off the bat. So the Honda Prologue, that's something kind of new.
And we've got a Ranger. I almost
And-
didn't see it because of the
Yes,
camo.
we do. We've got some of the fun vehicles back there, but they're useful tools too. Who's the little one there that's learning how to drive? What's her name? Paisley? Paisley. Hi, Paisley.
Hi, Paisley.
Paisley's learning how to drive. She'll be driving next week. Of course, that Ranger, Polaris Ranger.
It might
Oh,
be
yes, and some motorcycles. And
closing
motorcycle season
for
doesn't end in
motorcycles.
October.
No.
Heck no.
Or ATVs.
No. We know that guy driving.
Did they clear you for that?
Yeah. He got his
I don't
he got his
know.
permit for the four-wheeler.
I don't know.
I don't know. Looks like a lot of fun to me.
Okay, we're looking at our friends from Remax Hometown Realty and Christine Brown. Remax Hometown Realty is your one-stop location for all your real estate needs, serving their community. Since 2010, this company strives to provide the best of service for your residential, investment, and seasonal real estate needs. Agents have over 100 years of combined real estate service right here, and members of the team are proud to live, serve, and work throughout the region, especially here in Conneaut Lake. So when you need a true professional to assist you with your real estate needs, contact RE/MAX Hometown Realty. Of course, you can see them with the beautiful red, white, and blue balloon. That's how you know they're there.
Thanks to RE/MAX for being at the parade today. Following up with our Crawford County Republican Party and the candidates, as we get very close to Election Day, they're encouraging you to get out and vote.
That, of course, November 5th. Check your voter registration for accuracy, please.
Yeah, make sure you're registered. That time is running out, so if you want to make sure you're registered, and make sure that you get out and vote.
So persons who need to register to vote or want to make changes to that registration must do so by October 21st. What's today's date?
Today is the 13th,
Yeah, October 12th.
12th.
Okay, so the last day for a registered voter to apply for an absentee or mail-in ballot is October 29th. So keep that in mind, and you can find all those services at the Crawford County Courthouse, 8:30 to 4:30 weekdays, or online at votespa.com. There's Eric Henry,
Eric,
serving as our county commissioner.
yeah, he was threatening to do burnouts with the Cadillac today. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. That's the way you went to the hospital many, many moons ago. You got to ride in a Cadillac, everybody. Just a little different Cadillac there.
And now Scott Shell, commissioner.
Hi, Scott. Every time I see you, I have a different car. Wait a minute.
And our state
That's all
representative,
right.
Brad Roy.
Brad's hiking it today, getting in those steps, right? There
Yeah.
you go. It was a nice day to get them in, too.
And now we welcome State Senator Michelle Brooks.
That's right. And her husband helping out with the candy. One for the audience, one for me, one for the audience, one for me. No, that's all right. Thank you very
We'll
much.
take all that you got. That's awesome.
That's right.
Oh, this is a fun one coming up here, too.
All right, Michelle's getting her
watch
steps,
out.
too.
There's Emmy.
It's
Emmy
Emmy.
Arnett. Oh, I love the seal. Beautiful
We do.
car.
We like
Nice
that. Nice
job.
to see you, Emmy. Once again, our Crawford County Republican Party.
So you'll see the Conneaut Lake Park Bessemer Railway. That's a little piece of history right there. So is the tractor pulling it. And we are gifted in this area to have not one but two incredible tractor parades hosted by two different communities. Let's start with this one. This is a Sagertown Lighted Tractor Parade. It's coming up November 23rd. And you'll be able to see units like this. Of course, it's going to be at night, so you're going to see some beautiful lights. And April is right there right now. How you doing, April? November 23rd at 6:30. It's going to be a doozy. It always is. It's a beautiful celebration for the town of Sagertown. And this float was put together by the Sagertown Lighted Tractor Parade back in 2022. And it's got a lot of meaning for the Conneaut Lake community. You may recognize that as one of the trains.
Car, of course, from right near the Blue Streak at Conneaut Lake Park. It was there from 1969 to 2019. I think we all rode it at one time or another. I'm glad that they were able to save that piece of history.
That's quite beautiful.
It is.
So if you would like to get in touch with the Sagertown Parade Committee, you can do that. And they do have a Facebook event page. Now let's welcome our 2024 Conneaut Lake Princesses.
Conneaut Lake Princess Ava Valeries, Little Miss Conneaut Lake Kinsley Mitchlam, and Junior Miss Conneaut Lake Chloe here today. So welcome. Glad to see all of you. Thanks for coming down from beautiful Conneaut Lake. We have more royalty here as well. Erie County Fair royalty. I just passed the Erie County Fair not too long ago. Beautiful fair up there right by Route 8. And this is the Wattsburg royalty as well.
So we're
and we thank them for coming.
We may be a little out of order. That's Miss Sophia. Okay, we're just going to jump right over that then. Lakeview Ford.
The book gets kind of interesting after a while.
Lakeview
Really welcome
Ford
Lakeview
has a
Ford
number.
and the Ford pickup that they brought with us here. A couple of them here. Lakeview Ford from right down the street. Of course, they support the local community
The first
as well.
one that we're seeing is 2024 Ford F-250 Super Duty Lariat. I believe the next one is a Ford F-150 4x4. And then these units are beautiful, and it looks like you need to have it on the beach. You know why? Because it's a 2024 Ford Bronco Outer Banks edition. Isn't that beautiful?
I like that color. And that thing just looks like it's ready for off-road, too.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
All right. And got some nice passengers and a pretty new driver there in that front seat there getting trained.
You know, if you're talking about bonuses for the Christmas party, maybe you could line me up with that.
There you go.
That'd be cool.
I'll get a check over there right away. We appreciate it. Hey, next we welcome our friends from One Federal Credit Union. Banking local with One Federal Credit Union. We appreciate them very much for cruising in with us today. One FCU. Handing out treats. Nice to see you.
And next, your Crawford County Democratic Committee. Oh, it's upside down. Serious? Okay, we have to do this right? Representing the Crawford County Democratic Committee are Preston Norrie, a candidate for the region's U.S. House of Representatives seat. Mike Walker, a candidate for the State House Senate. Hi, Mike. That seat covers most of Crawford County, and Crawford County Democrats Vice Chair Randy Ball and others. Stop by the Crawford County Dems booth to learn all about their wonderful candidates. That's at Pumpkinfest. Mail-in ballots have been sent. Be sure to vote by November 5th.
We had to turn that one around. It got put in. We almost had to read it upside down.
Yeah, that's not my specialty.
Where the ducks walk on the fish, of course, is Linesville, the volunteer fire department, their brush unit and off-road equipment, because many times emergencies don't happen right on the highway. They got to go find you.
This is their brush truck, 15-4, and rescue Kubota that they also use as a brush fire unit with tracks that can go almost anywhere, like you said.
Yeah.
And they thank you for coming. And thank everyone listening for supporting volunteers where the ducks walk on the fish, the Linesville Volunteer Fire Department.
Definitely some off-road equipment there. Next up, we have some more royalty joining us. Looks like it's the Miss Meadville royalty.
So we have Miss Cans for Wishes, Amy Thomas, who was out earlier, Miss Meadville, Chanel Massey, Miss Flamazing Preteen, Brooklyn Thomas. Where's Brooklyn? Oh, she's a cheer. She's
today.
Too busy.
That's right.
Yeah, now she's also a cheerleader, and she's been a beauty queen. And who's that young man on your lap? Oh, he's so beautiful.
Welcome. Glad to have you.
Those are all charity queens, so in addition to being beautiful, they are also
Wait a minute.
Giving.
Beautiful? Wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a minute.
I don't know about beautiful here right now.
Okay, so
this guy got the memo.
I think they are underneath.
The blue hair goes with the pink.
They are
coveralls.
representing Ghost Lake in Conneaut Lake Park. 7 different Scream attractions for people to enjoy and get scared. Check them out Fridays and Saturdays, 7 to midnight. Sundays, 7 to 11. Open weekends till October 27th. Those are just a few of the actors that may scare you. Now let's welcome our friends, Miss Military Star, Pennsylvania Elite Queen, and National Ambassador Taylor Clem, Elite Whitney, and Miss Military Star, Pennsylvania, Ohio Director.
Lucy?
Is that correct?
That's what it says.
I hope so.
Ivy.
Okay.
Now we see it.
Now we
see Ivy.
Taylor, Whitney, and Ivy. Beautiful young ladies.
Look at that trophy. Yeah, some people doing some off-road cycling. That's what it is there, the 2024 CRA
look at that trophy. It's bigger
champion.
than the person who won it. Wait a minute. Is this Grant Warden? Is that right? Congratulations.
Awesome.
This is a dirt bike on the float with trophies and a banner. Grant, let's hear it for him. 9 years old, and he won the championship racing dirt bikes. Good job, Grant.
And probably another year, he'll be as tall as that trophy, maybe.
McCandless Trailer Sales, a new business to the Meadville area. McCandless Ford isn't, but
Yeah,
Trailer
they've been
Sales
around.
is. And you'll see them near the roundabout. That's a great
McCandless
representation.
Roundabout Auto Sales. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of activity up there, getting that new location reopened, and it's nice to see that on the Conneaut Lake Road at the roundabout.
They also offer priceless car rental and trailer sales for all your automotive needs. Think of McCandless Roundabout, used auto sales, and collision center.
Hey, we know this big yellow truck. It's the
There's
Howard
Pam.
Hanna Bainbridge Kaufman Real Estate. Home happens
Hi.
here. And a moving van to help you move.
Howard
There you go.
Hanna Bainbridge Kaufman Real Estate is excited to be here for the annual Pumpkin Fest Parade. Remember, they're locally owned and operated. They take pride in being part of this vibrant community. You can't miss that truck, which
Whether
is
buying or
amazing.
selling, their experienced realtors are here to help.
Thank
Today
you.
they celebrate the spirit of Conneaut Lake and its cherished tradition. That is Howard Hanna Bainbridge Kaufman Real Estate. Oh, now this is a real tow truck here coming from Geneva Truck and Equipment. This is when the big stuff goes off the road on the interstate or somewhere else. They call in the heavy artillery. That's what we're talking about. That's a tow truck from Geneva Truck and Equipment.
Pretty
You see them out on the
awesome.
interstate a lot. Followed up with that tilt bed to haul away the ordinary-sized vehicles, so to speak.
So
We appreciate them so very much.
let's do a quick shout out for our friends at Conneaut Lake Navigation.
Yes.
Conneaut Lake Navigation gave us this great platform. Without it,
This
we'd be
trailer is
down on the
awesome.
street level. We wouldn't be getting the great camera angles that Kevin's getting behind the scenes.
That's right.
And we wouldn't have the sight line. So thank you to our friends from Conneaut Lake Navigation for providing this platform.
I think this trailer would look very nice behind the green machine. I just don't have a trailer hitch to pick it up with. This is awesome, and we do really appreciate it. You can haul a lot of material on this trailer. All right, now wait a
All
minute. We got
right.
the cycle is coming.
This is the Brothers of the Trowel Masonic Riders Association of Pennsylvania. Let's
Awesome.
welcome them. This is beautiful.
And this is definitely a good day for a motorcycle ride, right, guys? You know, we're talking about nice weather
oh,
today.
Wow.
A
So the
little bit
local
drafty,
chapter of Brothers of the Trowel is based out of the Pine Masonic Lodge number 498, just
In
down the road
Linesville.
in Linesville.
Yeah, for sure.
They've hosted many rides to benefit local organizations like Shop with a Cop and the Linesville Volunteer Fire Department. Good for you guys. Their big benefit ride next year will be for Fellows Club. They're 100 years strong in Conneautville. You're invited to get your bike and come ride with them. Join the fraternity and become a widow's son. All the information is available by calling 724-718-2192. Is that right, guys and gals? All right.
Thank
Good
you
job.
very much. Now that the parade's almost done, you guys can go for a ride. There you go. Thanks.
And
A nice day for a ride.
I didn't see DJ's Auto Salvage. What happened? Okay. We missed a couple of units, but we are not going to miss our parade horses because
No.
we have their names and information, and they're beautifully. Look, they had their nails done. At least one of them did.
Well, there you go.
That's pretty
Now,
cool.
how long
Can you
does it
imagine
take to
doing
do
your
nails?
for a horse?
I don't know. I see women in stores getting their nails done, and it takes a while, so I can only imagine how long it takes to do a
Okay,
horse.
get this. One of their names is Horse Chisholm, and one of their names is Horse Pumpkin.
Ah.
And they're being ridden by Kate Paribus and Lynn Chisholm. Is that correct? All right.
Beautiful horses.
Beautiful. I
So
think
how
that's
long
an
does it take to do
appropriate
horse
way.
nails? How long does it take to really do a horse's nails? That's what I want to know. About 3-4 hours, couple days?
Quite a while. Pat
I'm
must
thinking
know.
so. That's right. That's right. Well, thanks to our horses.
Hi. How are you doing?
Hey, that looks like that wraps up our parade for another year.
Well, you know what? I think having the horses at the end is a great way to go. So let's
There
give
you
them a
go.
round of applause
Our
for
beautiful
Chisholm
horses and our
and
riders.
Pumpkin.
Look at how well
Beautiful.
behaved they are. They're enjoying this. They're showing off their nails.
Wow, what a really nice job. And
Hey,
again,
I want to thank everybody for coming and joining us here today. I want to thank our friends at Armstrong for streaming this live. It'll be archived on their YouTube channel if you'd like to see it or see friends and neighbors maybe that were on there. So we want to thank Kevin behind the camera, Susie Q as well. And we had a nice time here.
Yeah.
A nice day. Yeah,
just
that's
a
for
beautiful
sure.
day. And remember, things continue at Pumpkinfest till 7 o'clock today. The big pumpkin drop is at 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's $5 to park, $5 12 and up. And then 10 to 5 on Sunday. The pumpkin
right.
drop on Sunday is at 4 o'clock.
There you go. Well, thanks again. And I think we had a great time as always. Thanks for inviting us to be a part of your parade from Cool 101.7 Radio. Susie Q is in the morning. She's up dark and early. And I'm your afternoon person from 2 to 6. You guys have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you a little bit later on.
Sounds good to me.